Ranganathaswamy temple in Tiruchirappalli. In 1323, when Malik Kafur raided this temple, they took away all the jewels, whatever they had to protect the devotees took it away so that the invaders don't take it. So the Malik Kafur and his army camped inside the temple. They cooked beef and they had their festivals inside, and then 12,000 people were slaughtered inside the temple. But the main deity, to save it, priest took it and ran away to Madurai. When he was leaving, because they would catch him, a certain woman, her name is Velai, she danced for this commander to keep him distracted, and she seduced him, kept him busy for 1 or 2 hours so that the priest can escape. Then she told him she knows where the gold and other valuables are, and she took him up the tower and she pushed him off from there and he died. And then she also jumped and gave up her life. This is how temples have been preserved.
Religion is supposed to be the means of peace, attaining peace. But in practicality, in reality today, every religion has got a base of fundamentalism and involved in terrorism. Can he not make an attempt to create a new world order where there is no religion at all?
Once you start believing in something which is not yet a reality for you, you are bound to be in conflict with somebody else because somebody else is bound to believe something else. No, I believe in my God, but I am not a violent person, I will not fight with anybody. All this is just make-up. If they provoke you sufficiently, you will fight. Like, for example, let's say you believe God has 4 hands. I believe God has no hands. These are 2 belief systems. Tomorrow, out of your love for God, you put 100 feet tall statue in Coimbatore city, of course with 4 hands. But suddenly I feel so hurt. These 4 hands look so ugly because God actually has no hands, because that's my belief. So tonight I will go to that statue, I don't intend to cause any damage to your God, just to make him the way he really is, without hands. So I just cut off the 4 hands. Tomorrow what will happen to you? You want to cut off my hands, isn't it? Simply because you believe one thing, I believe something else. As long as people believe in something, conflict is inevitable. Because you may say, no, we are all brothers, we are all one, everything is okay with us. All this bye-bye stuff, when we really have to come to a point, when I believe what I believe is right, I will try to manifest it. I will try to make it a common thing everywhere, isn't it? Yes? Once I believe what I believe is the truth, naturally I will try to impose it on other people. I don't call it imposition, I call it saving you from ignorance. Yes or no? Once I firmly believe that this is the way God is, I will try to put it on to you, just to save you, not to hurt you. But you will get hurt because any imposition hurts. When you resist, I will use other methods to put it into you, whatever those methods are. Sword has been used, money has been used, every kind of inducement has been used, isn't it? Simply because I believe one thing, you believe another. Religion is not about belief system. All religions started as a method to turn inward. But it's an inward step. An inward step can be taken only by an individual, isn't it so? It's a very intimate thing, something very, very concerned with only with you, nothing else to do with anybody else. But when people try to organize this inward step, naturally it gets distorted. Now we want to do our religion on the street. Religion cannot be done on the street, it can only be done within you. If you become truly religious, You must be beyond any kind of conflict, isn't it? Both within and outside. That is the whole crux of the religion, isn't it? But today religion means conflict. If you utter the word religion, you're talking generally in terms of conflict that is happening in the world, isn't it? This is because you have reduced an inward step into your set of beliefs. Because if you have to take an inward step, you have to transform yourself. If you have to believe something, you don't have to transform yourself. You can do whatever nonsense you want and still believe God is up in the heaven, isn't it? Yes? The crudest people, the cruelest people on the planet have always been talking about God, isn't it so? Yes or no? All the warmongers in the world have been talking about God, isn't it so? And God has been helping them. See, the moment you believe something, you have a new kind of confidence. That's the biggest problem. When idiots become very confident, the world is in danger. An intelligent person is constantly hesitating with life. With every step he wonders whether what he is doing is okay or not. But a fool has absolute confidence. And when his stupidity gets stamped by God, that's it. No looking back. Just can go on doing the most idiotic things without any problem about it. The very nature of your intelligence is such that if you do something stupid today, tonight your intelligence will bother you, why did I do this? Isn't it so? But if you get God's stamp on your stupidity, you don't have to turn back and see. You can do grossest things on the planet and not bother about it, feel very proud that you're anyway going to go to heaven because you did all this nonsense. There is no experiential dimension, you're just believing something. Once you believe something, your belief and somebody else's belief are bound to clash somewhere. The conflict in the world is not between good and evil, please see this. Though people always claim it is so, it is not true. It is always one man's belief versus another man's belief. So religion has become a problem because we have reduced it into just a set of beliefs. If it was experientially true that you really felt God, then could there be conflict? There is no such possibility, isn't it? But because you're growing from a belief system, you're not willing to make the effort of going beyond what you have gathered from others and looking at life by yourself. That is why there is conflict. If you do not know, there will be no conflict. If you know, there will be no conflict at all. But when you pretend to know, there is bound to be conflict.
Temples must be in the hands of people who care for the temples, for people for whom this is above their life. Let me just narrate one story. For example, the Ranganathaswamy temple in Tiruchirappalli. In 1323, when Malik Kafur raided this temple, already it was raided about 12 years before that, so they were warned about this. When Malik Kafur came, they took away all the jewels and whatever they had to protect the devotees took it away so that the invaders don't take it. So the Malik Kafur and his army camped inside the temple. They cooked beef and they had their festivals inside and all kinds of things happened there. And then they slaughtered 12,000 people. 12,000 people. I want you to understand this. 12,000 people were slaughtered inside the temple. But the main deity to save it, the priest took it and ran away to Madurai. When he was leaving, because they would catch him, a certain woman, her name is Velai, she danced for this commander to keep him distracted and she seduced him, kept him busy for 1 or 2 hours so that the priest can escape. Then she told him she knows where the gold and other valuables are, and she took him up the tower and she pushed him off from there and he died. And then she also jumped and gave up her life. This is how temples have been preserved. And now our own governments elected by us running them down. This is simply not okay. 75 years of independence we are talking about. If really the word independence has to mean something to us, to the majority community, 87% of the population in Tamil Nadu, if the word independence has to mean something to us, you have to first liberate these temples from government administration and governance. They don't have to administer and govern these temples. Laws are there. If something wrong happens, for everything there is a law. The existing laws can manage those aspects.